back to the MDNOL Cups or trucks. Neither one is the freaking Xfinity series. Dylan Thomas on pole here. Devin Garner starting second. Third goes to Joshua Esteveo. Fourth to Jackson Kohler, and fifth to Lorenzo Vallejos. We're coming to the green flag here. Probably won't talk too much about points here. No real reason to. Yeah. Green flag is in the air here at Orlando International Raceway, I want to say. I don't think it's... I know it's Orlando International. So we'll just go with that. It replaced the airport. We've seen how the truck race went. We've seen the playoffs for the truck series be set up. So next truck series race will be the playoff race. Dang, I cannot talk right now. Jeez. But this race, we've got quite a few races to go in the Xfinity series before playoffs. That's why I said I probably won't talk a whole lot about points in this race. If you watch the last race, that's your best update on points. I'm just going to try and focus particularly on the racing here more than anything. We got 34 laps around Orlando. That's a big freaking... It's a lot of laps around this track, so... It's a big track, because they go 5, 6, 7 wide sometimes. Not really that much, but at least 5 wide a lot of times. And sometimes because of that, we see some big crashes here, so... If that just picked up on camera, y'all heard me ripping ass. That would be kind of freaking hilarious, but we'll see. As they nearly go 5 wide down the back straightaway here at Orlando. We do have 4 wide, at least. We got the good helicopter view to give a good example of how wide these guys are going here. Always go to a spectator view as well. And look at the number of cars you can get in that shot. But look at the number of frames I drop. This Dylan Thomas has actually lost the lead here. We got 3 wide for the lead right now, though. Maybe 4 wide if Logan Cribb can get to the inside of his teammate. 3 teammates stacked up on the bottom there. Well, Michael Scout might get forced out of line there in about the 5th row back. That would put them 5 wide, but I think they're good for now. I'm quite honestly surprised we made it this far, knowing in our 2003 AI, but we're doing good so far. If you guys pull out... Oh, never mind! As I say it! We might be green from that. That may not be a yellow. Wow, okay. Well, because it was down the track, Will Sensing, Jonathan Powers got it pretty bad. Justin Menegas was in it. I don't think that's a yellow flag. In fact, I know it's not. It is indeed not a yellow flag. So we're going to go back to a different view of this because I would like another replay of that. That was not a very good shot of that, if I do say so myself. We'll go to the helicopter view for it. As you see, Will Sensing, he kind of... Most of these guys get out of it pretty undamaged, so if a caution does come out, they'll all be alright. Heck, I think most of these guys would be fine if a caution were to come out. I don't think any of those guys are going to be out of the race, but definitely isn't their ideal situation. We'll skip a little bit back ahead to where they should be. Ish, I don't know. Going back up front, Jack Seacrest leading. I don't think Seacrest has actually won an Xfinity race this season, so I could be wrong. I will look at the points real quick to tell you. He has not. He's been so good in Cup and trucks. No, I won't say so good in trucks. He's been pretty decent trucks so far, though. Man, look how wide these guys get down this back straightaway. It's amazing to watch. Wrecks usually come when these guys lean on each other, though. Devin Garner is a guy who could really use a win right now. Michael Scout as well, actually, in that 14 car. We got a big pack still here check where these other cars are, hanging off the pack a little bit. See where they are. Oh, Benegas is pitting, and so is Powers, but they should be good to stay on the lead lap, even with pitting. Trevor March has some nose damage, so I don't know how he's doing, but Will Sensing here as well. I don't know. Those guys might go a lap down, but not entirely sure on that. We got Devin Garner out front here. Yeah, that wreck took out about 5 cars out of the main pack, but I see Logan Scarborough and Harvey Hunt leaning on each other there. That could end in not so bueno. As TJ Louder takes the lead here. And here comes Gavin York, who's been much better in Xfinity than he has been in trucks. Been pretty good in Cup too, though. So Gavin York's just not been very good in the Truck Series, but the Xfinity Series he's been fine in. These guys are getting really wide now, so wouldn't be surprised to see a pile up here soon, especially in that middle portion of the pack there. 5 and sometimes 6 wide doesn't typically work out, so coming back to the front straightaway though, it's gonna be Brandon Wilson leading this lap. Man, I'm still tired. I mentioned this earlier when I was doing a Cup race at can't think of the damn name now. At Martinsville. I'm doing a Cup race at Martinsville. I was pretty sweepy. I think I'll start uploading these races tomorrow because I don't have much time, so I don't think I have time to do it before I leave. So. Oh man, look at how tight these guys are on the back straightaway. I just don't see this lasting much longer. Not now. Like, look how tight this pack is. 5 wide there. That's where things usually go awry, and then you never know. They're doing a good job so far. But anything can happen pretty much anywhere here, so. TJ Louder's going to get forced to that highest line possible with no drafting help now. It's usually when the wrecks happen in the corners that people have nowhere to go. If they happen on the straights, people are usually alright, but like I mentioned, they can pretty much happen anywhere, so it's all about timing and when the cars come together. It looks like Kohler might lead this lap. Indeed he does. Look at Braden Escobar, they're coming there on the bottom. Pretty large run there. Gonna get to the back of Taylor Jarrell. Milton Hunt now leading. But I think Taylor Jarrell's gonna want the lead from his teammate. Milton Hunt led that lap, but Taylor Jarrell is to the inside there, but not much help. We've seen the winning move come from the high line to the bottom in the Truck Series race, so keep that in mind here in Xfinity as well, I guess. as we've got a huge pack here. Majority of the cars in the field are in this pack. I think 2 cars are 1 lap down. Unfortunate for Jonathan Powers, who actually has a win on the season, but just a bit back in points right now. He needed some good runs to string together, and it's just not happened for him. A lot of our early leaders have shuffled toward the back here now. Whoa, Jake and Sensing almost got squeezed up into that 97. That could have been bad. Would have been a very similar wreck to what we saw in the Truck Series. Klein Jared led that lap. Haven't heard almost anything out of him all the season. Man, that 5 wide mid pack always makes me nervous though. They're clean down the back straightaway though. As I'm going to step away for a moment, I'm getting a call. I am back. I didn't miss too much, I don't think. Sorry about that. I had to step away. My father called. Doesn't look like I've missed anything. I don't think anything's happened to the pack. I could be wrong. No, no one else is out of the pack. Still as strong as what it was. You know, we're a good amount into this race for it to be, not only that one incident that just happened not to bring... That's so surprising that that did not bring out a yellow. Oh, I should update y'all on some bit of points. Dylan Thacker's win put him up to 4th in the playoff standings. I can't update you on that. After Martinsville, he moved up to 17th in points, which is far above 25th. So he's good for now. At least he's good in the playoffs. So that's the 07 of Jonathan Canales takes the lead there over Dylan Thacker. Thought I brought that up because I saw Dylan Thacker take the lead. So, just speaking of a lot of champion racing cars up here to the front. 38, 07, 39, all up here. You guys can probably hear my cat in the background meowing. I just was staring off into space. I completely just lost my train of thought there. Oh my goodness. Alright, well, I'm good. I'm good, guys. Don't worry. As back up front, Jonathan Jurgensmeyer's taking the lead. I literally staring off into space. I don't know what the hell I just did right there. But yes, Jurgensmeyer has taken the lead, and he's the only car up there now. William Mishu moving 3 wide on the bottom. I don't know if Jurgensmeyer going to be able to block that when Mishu gets the run, but he's going to try. He's going to drive down there, but doesn't want to force anything, doesn't want to cause a wreck, so goes back up, and now William Mishu to the inside of Jonathan Jurgensmeyer, likely going to take the lead here. And yes, William Mishu did indeed lead that lap over Jonathan Jurgensmeyer. Man, we've made it a long time without a crash. I am so shocked. Oh, especially with how bunched up this pack has been. It's just really surprising. Oh, but they're catching a lap car. That's surprising. Oh my goodness. I never thought I would see the day where these guys catch lap cars in Orlando. Well, I guess that's not entirely too shocking. If there's an early big one and there's not another car for the rest of the race, it happens. But it was kind of a big one, I guess, but not really at the same time. It didn't even bring out a yellow, so let's see how these guys maneuver around Justin Benegas. I mean, I feel bad for Benegas because it's not like he shouldn't be that much slower to my knowledge, but hey, I don't know. He's obviously out of the draft. That doesn't help, but I don't think that car is that terribly damaged. Well, we're going to find out, as the bottom line is going to be pushed on by him. He's going to be forced to lead this outside groove here. I mean, that car doesn't even look that damaged. I don't know. I think he's alright. Clearly not, though. The inside line is pushing through here. Oh man, Benegas is slowing up this outside line. I'm surprised Benegas doesn't have more speed than that. I really didn't think his damage was that bad, but clearly I am mistaken. Which, I mean, he's kind of hanging in the pack. It's not like he's like just so slow he can't stay I think he'll probably get passed by the rest of the field here now, though. Yes, now Benegas has dropped to the very back of this pack. Don't know why we're going to the front. Hey, look at that, Tam Ho! Has planned or is retiring at the end of the season. I just dropped the headset off my head because I was scratching the back of my head, so that's a moment. I'm going to be a little bit annoyed if we go this entire race and then have a caution and like 5 to go and it ends it. That would suck. That is not how I want to end this race. But you never know. 3 wide for the lead. Yoakley, who won Talladega, so he's got a plate win. Could very well take another one here to Orlando today. So he's going to lead this lap, Yoakley is. Oh, they're going to catch the other lap car. Yep. Oh man, they're getting really stacked up by Jonathan Powers here. I do mean really stacked up. In fact, it's quite nerve-wrackingly stacked up there. At one point, I'm glad they made it through that, because I was worried they were going to wreck due to the lap car, which is not something you ever want to see. Jake Scarborough up front now takes the lead. But yeah, Powers can't quite hang on. Go back toward the front here. TJ Louder's made his way back up to the front. So is Dylan Thacker. And look at Logan Scarborough there on the outside line. Let's look at lap times here. What do they look like? 54-second lap times. Crazy. Oh, I hear a wreck. Did I hear a wreck? I thought I heard spinning. I did not hear anything. I'm crazy, apparently. Thought I heard the tire squilling. Oh, Victor Acosta takes the lead. Dang, I am doing a terrible job at keeping up here. Oh my goodness. Oh, screw me. Where's that? Oh, no. I wonder how close the leaders are to that. Oh shit, I guess I could just check this way. 34 seconds back. Let's go to the roof cam. Nowhere close. Tell you that much. They're nowhere close to the other lap cars, so those lap cars should be fine. I don't see them going a lap down. Oh man, I think Tam Ho's gonna lose the draft because of this. Well, things are going to start amping up here in these final 10 laps now. This entire pack has stayed together the entire race. Surprisingly. Well, I won't say the entire pack. There have been a few cars that have clearly been taken out of the pack, and now some that have went laps down, so. Just surprised that one incident is the only one we've seen. That has just been such a shocker. But I mean, hey, props to the field for racing extremely clean. At least it's not like the truck race where they were wrecking under yellow, as Landon Spivey is your new leader. Here comes Harvey Hunt. God, it's such a compact mid-pack too, for there to not be any more issues. It's just unbelievable. These drivers have done such a good job today that I'm thoroughly impressed, to say the least. And good for them. It's really great to see that we can have one of these play races where they don't have a big crash, at least not so far. I'm not trying to jinx them. We've seen a lot of races this year have a ton of crashes, and this one hasn't been one of them, which is really impressive with how close these cars have been together today. As Harvey Hunt is your leader, or going to be your leader of this lap. I was trying to check and see how much those cars in front of the leaders are losing, but not a whole ton, it doesn't seem. As Ethan Campbell-Young going to look for the lead here. I don't believe Campbell-Young has a ride for next season, so he's looking for one. Trying to show off and do good here at the end of the season and possibly get a ride. Campbell-Young goes down to block Kohler's run there. I think he succeeded at it, but for how long? It looks like Kohler's still going to have a little bit of run. Going to look to the inside of Ethan Campbell-Young here. Doesn't get there. Going to pull up behind him now. As they both move down to the low line at the same time. A good block there by Ethan Campbell-Young, who leads that lap. Spreading it out again up here, 4 wide. Something we've seen all race. Now we're at the point that I don't want the big wreck to happen, because if it happens, it's gonna end the race, which it doesn't look like it's gonna happen either way. But I would rather it not happen at all now, if I had to be honest. William Mishu, winner at the, I mean, I guess you could call Atlanta a hybrid plate track. He won Atlanta, the first one, I believe. Logan Cribb up here. We've seen Logan Cribb be good all season, so none of this is a surprise from him. We've seen Logan Cribb have really good races and then have unfortunate finishes. But Richmond, he's flat out dominated, so that was a great race for him. Here comes Lorenzo Vallejos on this bottom line here. Making some hay. Mishu gets up on that outside line, not really going to have anywhere to go. It's hard to build momentum to get back up front from the outside line. You have to just kind of maneuver your way up there, build a run, and then pull down usually. But where he's at, I don't think that's going to be all that good. As TJ Louder gets his way back to the front. I think we've seen almost every driver lead this lap. Lead this race. It feels like. I mean, Gavin York was almost out of the draft at one point. Same for Tam Ho, and they're up here right now. As we're coming to 2 laps to go here. Gavin York making that move to the bottom. And I don't know who led that lap. I think it was York. Yeah, it was. Not by much, though. Very close. Like I said, though, 2 laps to go here. super spread out again. They're starting to lean on each other. And they know it's getting down to the end here. Here comes Alvin Tompkins on the bottom. Oh, they're wrecking. They are wrecking. Yellow flag is going to be out. Oh, man, that's going to end this race. Who's it going to be, though? It's going to be Alvin, I think. Alvin's going to get the win because of this. Man, this is not what I wanted. That was such a lame crash, too. Well, Alvin Tompkins is going to lead him back to the yellow flag, and, well, that's going to end this race. Took him that long to wreck, and it weren't even an impressive crash. It was like 3 cars. Boo! That's just how it be. Oh, maybe it was a little bit more impressive than I thought. I think not really. It's pretty mid. They just slide down. Why did I need to be a yellow? Come on, you could have kept them going. They got off the racing surface. They were all right. We'll take a look at it from a different angle. Yeah, they just get together, and man, the 3 does go into the air a little bit, but nothing crazy. These guys get going. Brett Myers, Jonathan Canales, and Landon Spivey involved. And back up front, like I mentioned, it was Alvin Tompkins leading the field to the white, which speeded up here, down the back straight, through 3 and 4, to the front straightaway. Alvin Tompkins wins at Orlando. A much deserved win. I mean, I can't take it away from him. It's not like he didn't earn it. It's just a pretty boring finish. Not how you ever want one of these play races to end. It could have been a photo finish, something like that, but kind of like Truck Series. But hey, that's how it goes sometimes. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you. I probably won't record another one tonight. About to leave, so hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one. Peace out.